I need to put a t-shirt on, but I also should have had some eyes on by now. On a good note, I got some tomatoes and green beans out to my mom, and I got some green tomatoes and black tomatoes out to my sister. So shout out to me. I have a handful of green beans here. Couldn't decide what to make for dinner. I'm gonna make some pasta. Shout out to all the bugs that sit outside the window that get high every time I blow the smoke out there. First, I'm gonna put this broccoli crowns in a bag. That's what I got the big gallon bag for. You can tell it was Christmas time when Mr. bought me a big supply for garden produce to be stored for the winter. I was gonna have them for dinner tonight, but oh yeah, pasta I said I was gonna have. Okay, freeze the rest. I'm gonna gently press out any excess air out, and then just put them in the freezer like that. For these, I slice these up like celery pieces and freeze them as well, but I freeze those in quart bags. Almost lost my oregano. This is not working out storing in here. I'm gonna put it in a bag like I have my other herbs in a freaking bag. I don't know what makes me think I could do something different. Keep that same energy for the same potency, girl. Now they are. Look how brown. Looks brownish now. Do they sell fresh oregano in the stores like they sell fresh cilantro? Oh, that's another thing I need to make my cilantro cubes. I also need more olive oil. But for now, meats. I think he gave me a juicy dose, y'all. I think he OD'd me because I was so mad last night. And then I got mad on top of mad because then I felt like I was being gaslit in the middle of my personal grief by people whom I gave the energy and space to grieve like they want to when they endured a loss. And then I was mad at Mr. for even telling them about it because it wasn't their business. But it's not to console and support my feelings. It's for us to console, to reference their grief again, and for me to sit there and listen and discuss their feelings about their grief that was masked as an interest in how I'm holding up. You want to know how I'm holding up, and we end up talking about you and your grief and your loss. And I knew we were going to, which is why Mr. had no business even telling these people my business. It's bad enough they're going to have to know when I lose my parents. They have to know that, right? Because I wouldn't tell them. If it was up to me, it wouldn't come out of my mouth. I promise you. But I understand that they need to know these things because if I have to leave town and we're in the middle of a lockdown again, then there's that. But I'm trying to get mad all over again, but my RSO is kicking in, so I can't be mad. It is a real, literal antidepressant. But I'm gonna let y'all finish taking y'all opioids and whatnot, and injections and shit. Why does it bother you? I think that's funny. It should, if you trust your injection, it shouldn't bother you that I think that's funny. I'm glad that you feel protected if you let them put that thing in you. If you let them if you let them install the program into you. You know, so a man thinketh, so he or she is. So if you believe something will protect you, in some cases it's going to actually protect people who believe. The thing is, the ancestors be showing up in your cerebellum, and when you reserve it all down, you know better. But we gonna just say that you are protected and hope that your mind is in a powerful state, and you believe that you are, and so you believe it, so you are protected. I'm rooting for you. Unless you one of the people that gaslight people who chose not to get the program installed and downloaded into their body and chose to just wear a mask instead. Not that it matters, because you don't know their medical history. What if somebody just in sports, when they were in the 6th grade, they was playing sports and they ran into a monkey bar at their gut. You know, they jumped up in the air and came down on a monkey bar and winded themselves, right? So ever since then, they had respiratory issues. And now they've grown up into this adult person who makes choices for themselves. And because they don't want any parts of any respiratory issues, even if it boils down to you potentially injecting me with the antibodies, and that causes symptoms, because everyone has agreed that the jab can cause symptoms, even though y'all still won't believe it actually could be them putting it in you, and that's how you end up getting sick with it. But for some reason, y'all, for some reason nobody can conceive that, because they've made it make sense to you by saying, oh well, yeah, that's gonna happen because that's the jab working, because you're building the proper antibodies. And knowing what people know, and they're giving the history that people believe. I'm sorry for laughing, but again, if you believe in your jab, you shouldn't be offended that I think it's funny. You should be thinking, that's a shame. She think it's funny and she not even protected. She gonna get sick and die. That's what you should be thinking. It shouldn't upset you that I choose to protect myself in such a way that I don't have the installation downloaded in me, just because I just choose not to. That's all. Do you, boo? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for taking whatever steps you deem most effective in protecting yourself during these hard times. I'm glad you found it. I'm glad you had a system that was in your corner to help you out. Good for you. Good for you. I'm happy for you. This had to come from a Brazilian chicken. Who raised this BBL ass chicken? Oh my God. Oh, it's so big and heavy. A double H cup. The smallest one is a D. So much for the today. Huh?
You'll be able to work out?
Yeah, as opposed to what?
Oh, I know you just burned out from putting away groceries.
Oh, I thought you were talking about because the size dose you just gave me.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
You feeling it?
I think so. And I don't normally feel it that fast.
Well, you've been off a day, I think.
I have.
Or two.
Maybe.
I thought, you know what, I didn't take none yesterday. I need to get this shit back in my system.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get my protective shit back.
Mm-hmm. I tried them fake ass CBDs.
How many did you take?
2.
Did they feel much?
No, toward the end when I should have been past feeling something, I did feel a scratch in the back of my throat that you feel as if you smoked.
Like 3 hours later?
Yeah. That's it. The scratch in the back of my
I
throat.
figured next time I need to take 3. 'Cause
Next time
they
you-
were good though. I know.
Next time you need to get it from a dispensary.
Well, I get it from the dispensary and take 2 and you get the same thing. You don't know.
I don't think so.
She from the same neck of the woods as your mom.
I know. At the end of the day. I bet y'all don't have no white folks funeral home.
Bitch, you gonna have what?
White folks funeral home. Told you they went to grandma's funeral and then they asked for direction and they told them to make a left at the white folks funeral home.
That- yeah.
It's an actual literal.
Yeah.
Okay. This is actually corn water. I just poured it into a tray. And I'm going to use it to boil my noodles. Normally I'll use I also put in some chicken stock. But I don't have any right now. I will tomorrow because I'm making wings. Putting the corn water back in the freezer because I'm going to use a cube of it when I start sauteing the vegetables. But that's at the beginning. I could put my green beans in. You know, I was just thinking about the capitalism of Sodom and Gomorrah. Man, that salt was big business.
What they even said they were using it for?
God damn. And then I was like, what if that's when they first discovered seasoning their meat with it?
Right.
Oh, man. I bet it was like gold.
Like gold.
Salt. Sugar was next. I don't think so. I think it was just important that we know it was a big commodity. Yeah, because they did show them not taking communion, but they was having a festival, and all the royalty got to have bread and a little piece of salt. They were eating it with the bread. So I bet that bread and salt coupled with the meat, even if they didn't know to put it on the meat at the time. Probably eat some meat and then eat a piece of cracker. Pun intended. And Queen What's-Her-Face was a G. What was her name?
Oh, what name was it again?
Sodom and Gomorrah. Also Lot's wife's name. The one that got decolonized and then, but she never forgot how luxury felt. That's how that bitch ended up being so. The character, not the actor. I don't give a fuck who they are. Because they shouldn't have been white no way. Oh, that's the wife.
The one that she gave up as a slave.
Edith. Yeah. The one that became his wife.
Yeah.
She was a good wife, though. She did the best she could do, knowing what she knew. Being accustomed to what she was accustomed to.
That wasn't Tamar?
Tamar. What? That was the queen. Wasn't it? Does it look like that was the queen?
Yeah, that's her.
Tamar! How appropriate. That bitch. She was unapologetic with it. She said, what's the problem? I ain't doing nothing nobody don't want done.
Like 80-some years old.
Well, it was an old movie.
I'm surprised she's still alive.
Oh. She looked like she had a lot of things handed to her on a platter. I'm pretty sure it afforded her the luxury to live a long life.
It looks like she married somebody 30 years younger than her.
Yeah, like I said.
She was born in 38. He was born in 68.
Like I said.
He got one child.
He only a year older than us.
Right. You know what? I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because I was going to be married to an old dude if you hadn't come along.
You say the date out, it don't sound right.
It don't sound right either way. But, all the mature people got, damn it, 60 years old. And all them wasn't mature. And then here you come dropping to my life out of nowhere. Blam! 'Cause baby, you're a firework. No. You ready?
Yeah, this channel there.
Huh?
Channel across.
You sure are.
Sure, what?
Never mind, I'm a chill.
Nice understanding.
Uh-huh. I say, I hope the jab people don't become zombies for real, because I don't want to have to kill nobody. You don't? You don't thinking about 5, 7 years? I ain't gonna flip that, no? Oh, okay. Well, good. I ain't gonna have to kill nobody. Oh man, she sounds like she's here to educate.
The vaccine is very effective in giving protection, programming of the innate immune system.
Oh, she knows what she's talking about.
Thus, the proposed consideration of it were 37.5% less effective against the South African variant. If the latter is true, the vaccine may also interfere with responses to other vaccines. The paper was compiled on mayonnaisians and is yet to be peer-reviewed.
So not only are you susceptible to the variant, you susceptible to everything else you previously got protected from.
Bodies against the spread of the virus. The second dose were at these levels. Tested samples were effective in neutralizing the UK variant.
Oh my goodness.
Yet were 37.5% less effective against the South
Shout out to
African
y'all.
variant.
Y'all brave.
It suggested that the latter could escape vaccine
You're
use in
brave.
response to a certain
know?
degree. Researchers concluded that enhancing adaptive immune response to boost antibody production may either lead to a more balanced inflammatory reaction to the coronavirus or weaken innate immunity. If the latter is true, the vaccine may also interfere with responses to other vaccines. The paper was uploaded on medRxiv and is yet to be peer-reviewed.
I've been being maximalism. A maximalism.
Sexy vegetable snack. Sexy vegetable country snack. Hey,
Why you don't breathe straight through the hole?
you know something.
Sucker. Like too much. You didn't hardly get no green beans because I got them all. Sucker. My dinner ain't gonna make it over there.